morning to you all. It is my honor to address this inaugural research for agricultural excellence in Ndaba. I never thought it was going to be actualized. When Professor Zororo Muranda and his team came and we had a discussion, and of course I consulted my colleagues, Dr. Masuka, Professor Murugera, and said, does this make sense? It's already too late. And they said, okay, we want to go, but they didn't know that I was waiting for them. We had had a board meeting where we were saying, what is it that we are doing in our research? Can't we do something that this animal called Research Council of Zimbabwe can come up with something which is tangible, which we can all smell, which we can all see. I am happy that we have managed. Well done. Thank you. Now, going forward, you shall work 24/7. So that this inaugural Ndaba we are launching today, next year when we come, we want to do it at a project that you would have researched, implemented, and we can see whether it's doable or not. More importantly, in this area of agriculture. I was actually amazed and a bit confused because that's not my area. I know how to grow crops, but yefembera pana kamufiza mombe. Uno kana ukashaya mombe unaita sei unoshupira matemu ningiga. Woti fedza enda kupi kwaenda akawanda ndoboenda iko. So when Dr. Masuka accompanied His Excellency the President to Kenya, I think it was this year, not that long ago, and then they said, even the soil needs to be nourished. And I said, what are they talking about? They said it's the most, and I thought it was only crops. And they also said the soil must be taken care of. So I called the good doctor and I said, can you explain to me what about the soil? Soil is soil. We put in fertilizers. He says, no. That's different. So we have over 10,000 dams in Zimbabwe, small, medium, big, or large, and we shall continue to construct more dams. But we did not construct the dams so that the birds can get drunk with that water. We want it utilized. Three weeks ago, the President launched in HICC a campaign to lure investors to come and invest in irrigation. And I think quite a hefty sum of money was raised on that first. Now we want our researchers to come up and say, what do we do with looting Dam? What do we do with the Manjerenge Dam? What do we do with the Marovanyati Dam? What are we going to do with all these numbers of dams across our country? So that's why I said 24/7, we need to work, and let's see results. Indeed, this platform is key milestone in the country's research ecosystem, as it convenes all stakeholders and facilitate deliberations on the linkages between research and sustainable agricultural practices. We may have noticed that these critical domains exist in silos, with limited cross-pollination of ideas and corrective problem-solving apparatus. As we are launching this, we are doing away with silos. We need cross-pollination so we can develop our country. Nyika inowakwanichi. Therefore, let me applaud the Research Council of Zimbabwe and the Zimbabwe Agricultural Society for having recognized the urgent need to bridge the gap and catalyze the synergies between research and sustainable agricultural practices. Distinguished participants, I am informed that this conference is running under the theme Research and Innovative Solutions for Sustainable Agribusiness Development. This is a befitting theme which resonates with our great nation's aspirations of a prosperous and food-secure future for our great nation. To this end, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, His Excellency Dr. Emmerson Mnangagwa, has pronounced his strategic direction to transform our agriculture sector. This will be achieved through the agriculture, food systems, and rural transformation strategy and agriculture recovery program. You see this, the Honorable Minister, sometimes we call him the head boy, because he's always in his khakis, running across the breadth of this country. So what is being done to put the fish ponds, small, they might be, like this. It is important. Growing fruit trees, establishing horticulture gardens, all this is what we are saying rural transformation. By the end of the day, there will be nothing called rural in this country. It must be all industry producing, and selling. The plan is broadly anchored on improving animal health, genetics, and nutrition, among others. The role of research in this matrix is to proffer innovative, scientific, and actionable solutions to support this strategy. I challenge you all to transform the agriculture landscape through harnessing the power of research that delves deep into the complexities of our farming systems. Therefore, there is a need to research that provides solutions to our production and productivity challenges, animal diseases, as well as increase the revenue generation through import substitution. It is my conviction that all we need is pragmatic research that informs the policies and programs that will shape the future of the agriculture sector. In our quest to accelerate the attainment of an empowered and prosperous upper middle income society by 2030, it is imperative to note that in order to achieve this noble vision, the National Development Strategy 1 enunciated 14 national priorities. 3 of these priorities, notably social protection, food security and nutrition, and environmental protection, climate resilience and natural resource management, speak to the dictates of this gathering. I challenge you, the researchers here today, to prioritize these areas. I urge you to think boldly outside the box and come up with research programs which the country can leverage on to improve agricultural and industrial production and productivity. Gone are the days where we must continue to get plantation textbooks. We just want to go and see the ground and say, what can we do on this ground? Not to say, what did others say? That is only the books now these days must only be read, maybe to perfect your vocabulary, nothing else. Let's think outside the box. Look at our own situation and say, what is it that we can do? And then go back and write our own plans, solutions to those plans that we would have put for ourselves. There are critical issues in our agricultural sector which need to be led by and driven by scientific research. Government is geared to climate-proof agriculture in a bid to ensure food and nutrition security. Beyond that, the Second Republic remains committed to enhancing value addition and beneficiation in the entire agricultural value chain to boost our export earnings and create jobs. That's what we want to achieve, jobs at the end of the day.